Alright, welcome back everybody to S.i.X Rom Reviews. Today we're going to go over something a little different. This is kind of a surprise for those of you that don't know. Frankie T of R3DS Themes has been working on his S.i.X Rom, which is one of the which is a very popular ROM out there right now in Nougat. Quite a few of you people run it. Especially those of you that follow my channel, came to realize that this is an outstanding ROM. But the real cool thing is the ROM that I'm running right now, let me move this out a little bit, is not Nougat. This ROM is Android Oreo. Yes, this is Android 8.0.0, and this is on the Nexus 6. Not the Nexus 6P. This is the Nexus 6. I'm going to show you guys real quick. About phone. This is the Nexus 6 Android version 8.0.0 security patch August 5th. There's your baseband version. The kernel. And the kernel is running permissive. Or in SE Linux permissive right now. There's been a lot of work that's gone into this. The kernel itself is an awesome kernel. If you use kernel or kernel auditor mod, you can actually go in there and do quite a few customization, you know, with it, like the changing the governors. There's quite a few. You know what? I think it'd be easiest if I just quickly show you guys. But really, what I wanted to make this video for was I wanted to show you guys how to flash it. And I'm going to do a full review on this ROM, I think, later on. Where's my kernel editor mod? There it is. I'm going to do a full review on this later on. But for now, I really just wanted to show you guys how to flash it. But what I wanted to do is I wanted to show you a little bit about the kernel quickly. The kernel does have where you can change your CPU frequencies, both minimum and maximum governors. It comes with quite a few different governors. Bioshock, Blue Active. Chill's a really good one. I'm running conservative just because those are the ones I like, especially for battery optimizations. But I mean, you've got Dance Dance, Despair, Elemental X, Impulse. You know, I mean, Lionfish if you guys are into that. Lionheart, On Demand, Performance, Power Save, User Save, and of course Weekly, all down at the bottom there. Now I usually run conservative. Again, what that does is it really helps out for battery, just for me, and the way I use it. The CPU hot plugs comes with quite a few hot plugs. MPC Decision, IntelliPlug, Blue Plug, MSM Sleeper, and of course State Helper, if you guys are into that. I don't use any of those hot plugs. If it's not Mako, I don't use it. But I wanted to let you guys see that. Now, I actually have this, I have it all set up the way I want it. But what we're going to do is I'm going to show you guys how to install this, okay? So I'm going to show you first off what you need to do is you need to grab some files. Let me go in here to, these are some folders I made, and Oreo zips. You're going to want to download your GApps. They are unofficial. I don't have the name of the developer that built these gaps, but I am going to try to find it so I can post his name. Kudos to him. I'll tell you what, they really help. There's an issue with the gaps though, and this ROM, and we're going to get to that when I flash it, okay? But it will all work out. Let me see. We have, you want to download the open gaps, you want to download the ROM, and then of course you want to have your super user, whichever one you use. It's recommended by Frankie that you use Magisk. I'm going to show you, you guys can flash Magisk the same way that I'm going to flash the PHHS super user, okay? That's the one I'm going to flash. So if I go into my super users, I'm going to be flashing that super user zip. That of course is PHH''S. This was the beginning of Magisk, and then Magisk made their own interpretation of super user and incorporated it right into the Magisk Manager mod and the whole 9 yards. So, alright guys, a couple things I want to bring up about this ROM. Number one, it is a WIP. Those of you that don't understand what WIP or WIP means, it means to say work in progress. Number 2, Bluetooth does not work. That's going to be the next thing that Frankie works on, is going to be getting Bluetooth to work. But data is working, Wi-Fi is working, everything's working. I placed phone calls, camera works. Quickly, let me show you camera app. I am using the Google camera. I'm not going to pick it up, but as you guys can see, it's taking pictures, video is working. So if I swipe to the video, I can actually take videos of it, and it takes. So the camera, everything is working on it. The only thing that is not working on this, guys, is Bluetooth. So it also doesn't have advanced reboot. This is a stock, stripped down version of Android 8.00 Oreo. So what I did was I downloaded a quick reboot from the Play Store. I'm going to reboot into recovery. Yes. And since I'm rooted, it's going to work. By the way, guys, this is going to be a long video. You guys know I don't edit my videos. It is what it is. I like to show everything. That way you don't think I'm doing something behind the scenes, alright? And plus, it's just too much work. I don't believe in edited videos. Alright, now, after you've made sure that you have made a backup, and you do need to make a backup, guys, the next thing, I do highly recommend that you are on a NuGet bootloader. I'm on the NuGet bootloader, I think 7.2.01. I'm pretty sure that's the one I'm on. But I do recommend you be on that bootloader for this to work. And you have to make a backup. So go into Twerp, click backup, make your name whatever you want, you know, whatever, and then click yes, and then you want to swipe to confirm for that backup. Alright? Now, once your backup is there, you'll know that by, if you hit restore, it's going to give you a backup location. You basically just click on that, like that, and then just swipe to confirm, or you could just back up your data, you know, if you wanted, or restore your data. You could just restore system if you wanted, all of that. We're not going to do that, but I just wanted to make sure you guys are aware. Back up your ROM that you're on right now. The last thing I want to mention before we go into this, guys, you are going to flash this at your own risk, okay? If you burn up your SD card or your system goes dead and you end up bricking your phone, this is as is. It's a work in progress, okay? I haven't had any problems with it. Everybody else that I know of that has tried this hasn't had any issues with it. But I just need to get that prerequisite out there just so you guys are aware of it. First thing you want to do is you want to wipe. I go into Advanced Wipe. I go Delvic, System, Data, and Cache. Swipe to confirm. That's going to do our wipes. Alright, we're going to hit the back button. I'm going to do it again. System, Data, Cache. And I'm going to swipe to confirm. And now my system is wiped. I have a clean slate to work on. First thing we are going to do is we are going to install the ROM. So I'm going to go to, where do I have that at? I have that under Oreo zips. We're going to pick the S.i.X Rom Shamu 8.0. Nope, not that one. I want that one. There we go. Once you have that, you're going to swipe to confirm. And again, I'm not going to pause this. We're going to let it go. It doesn't take that long to flash. After this boots, or after you flash this, if you were to just boot this up, you're going to have Bluetooth force closes continuously. So, after we flash this, the first thing we're going to do after this is done is we got to get rid of the Bluetooth app. So if you guys can't live without Bluetooth, do not flash this, alright? Because Bluetooth doesn't work. Alright, it's flashed. Now, what I'm going to do is, I'm going to go back, I'm going to go to Advanced. Oh, wait, I'm going to go to Mount. We're going to mount System. If you don't mount System, you can't access, of course, the system in order to get to apps. So after you mount System, go to Advanced. You want to go to File Manager. We want to go down to System. And we want to go into App. And that Bluetooth right there, we're just going to click on it. We're going to click Delete. Swipe to confirm. Go back. Notice Bluetooth is now gone. You can leave the Bluetooth mid-service on there if you want, or you can delete it. I've actually done both. we're going to leave it alone. We're just going to leave. All you have to do is delete the Bluetooth app. So now what we're going to do is we're going to go back. We're going to go back. We're going to reboot into recovery. That's just going to set everything back. You don't have to do that. You could, you know, unmount system and you know, and proceed. But that's just the way I like to do it. Now here's where things get a little tricky. Next thing we want to do is we want to install the G apps. All right. The top ones there, OpenGApps, ARM, 8.0 micro, unofficial. These are the ones that we're going to use. We're going to click on them. And we are going to swipe the flash. The thing about these gaps are, they are not going to, they're going to flash, but it will never completely finish for you. I've seen a lot of people flash them, and then they just think, well, it didn't flash completely, and then they just said the heck with it, and then they restored their backup. But it does flash, and completely. You'll see. I'm going to let it go here. I'm going to get a drink. By the way, guys, I am recording this with my my LG V10 that I just got. I love the phone. It's working great. One of the biggest things I like about it, obviously, is the camera. It's got an outstanding camera. I just love it. Almost done. And I'm going to have to get in here and get ready to push some buttons. What's real nice about the V10 is just the manual settings on it are just so awesome. I've got it actually in manual focus so it doesn't screw up when I put my hand in there. Okay, now do you see what it says? It says installation is complete. But if you let it go and just sit there like that, normally it would have to say success on top and all that, and you're good to go. But it won't do it. For some reason it's not, and I'm sure it's something that has to do with you know, actually getting this to work on the Nexus 6. And this will get fixed later on, but it is working. So what we have to do is you have to hit the power button, basically reboot back into recovery. So I'm just going to hit it until it goes off, and I'm going to hold volume down once it goes off so it goes back into our bootloader mode. Otherwise it would just boot to the system. It would actually boot up, but you wouldn't have super user, and I want to flash super user. So I'm going to go ahead and click the down button until I see recovery right there. Then I'm going to hit the power button, and that's going to reboot back into recovery for me. Because like I said, I do want to install super user. So I'm going to go back into install. We're going to go up a level. I'm going to find my zip for that. I think that's under, I think I have that under super user. I had to pause it. Somebody came in the door and I didn't want to make too much noise there. So I'm going to pick that super user. But now this would be the point where you guys would flash Magisk. If that's the one you're going to flash, make sure you flash the latest version. I think it's 13.2 or 13.3. But I'm going to flash super user. So we're going to confirm to flash. Also, guys, this may encrypt your phone. I'm not 100% sure about that. It says phone's encrypted, but when I rebooted back into recovery, it didn't give me any weird things like it normally does when it's encrypted. So I don't think it is, really. But I'm just warning you guys now, okay? So be aware of that. Now, since that's done, we are going to go ahead and reboot into system. I'm going to let this go. The boot animation's awesome. And I can't think of the... it's going to kill me. I can't think of the name of the person that modified the boot image, but he did an outstanding job. It's great. It's basically Oreo boot image, but with a little trick at the end for S.i.X Rom, which really looks good. So we're going to go ahead and let it boot, and it shouldn't be more than, say, 3 minutes. If it goes that long, give it 10 minutes. If it goes longer than 10 minutes, you definitely have a problem. You're going to want to, you know, go ahead and restart, redo the whole thing. But again, like I said, guys, I'm not going to pause any of this. I want this to go completely so you can see that it works, all right? Get a drink here real quick. Let me think. What else can I say while it's booting? Other than Bluetooth, I can't think of anything else that does not work on this. And also, guys, I'm going to show you, I'm going to go ahead and flash TBO gaps on top of this. And yes, this is nougat, but we're going to go ahead and flash the TBO gaps right on top of it. As you can see, it didn't take that long. There we are. We are now on 6. And look at that. I have data. So that was the biggest thing. When the first version came out, we didn't have any data. We were working hard, or we weren't. Frankie was working hard on that to get that to go, and he finally got it. Another issue with this is going to be the keyboard. We have an issue with the keyboard, or at least we're going to see. We're going to go ahead and we're going to say let's go. Copy your data. CIA monitor. Yeah, see how that is right there? It keeps force closing. If I want to switch over to symbols, and I have about 7 or 8 more things to go. So what we're going to do is I'm just going to go back, and I'm going to go ahead and reboot the phone. We're going to reboot back into recovery, power off, since we don't have a reboot mode. And when it powers off, I'm just going to hold the volume down. I don't have to do anything. Oh, well, I guess this is okay. I have to hold power and volume down, and that gets me into this screen. Then we can hit the volume key until we see recovery, then hit the power button. We're going to go back into recovery, and I'm going to flash TBO gaps. Now, the reason why I'm going to do this is to get a different keyboard. Okay, I want that Google keyboard. So I'm going to go up. I'm going to go back into TBO gaps, and I'm going to flash all of these. Basically, we're going to go theme ready gaps, add more, YouTube, add more, Clear Play Store, add more, Pixel Launcher, add more, Hangouts, add more. I don't want voice. I'm not going to flash calendar because that's old, and I'm going to get a bunch of calendar faults, so I'm not going to flash that. Google Play, add more, or that was the Clear Google app. Gmail, Clear Gmail, yes, add more. I don't want Skype. We're going to put Drive, and that should be it. Going to go ahead and flash them. And we'll go ahead and reboot back into the system, and I should be able to set it up. It should have a working keyboard. This video is going long, guys, I know, but again, you guys know how I am. I want to be thorough with this, so we're just going to go ahead and let it go. Again, I'm not going to pause anything. I want you guys to see everything. And it's about done. We're going to wipe cache in Delvic. We're going to wipe it again, and reboot to system. As you guys can see, also, I'm not running multi-ROM. When I had multi-ROM on before, I don't know if it was the version of twerp or not. I don't know what it was, but it just wouldn't, the ROM wouldn't boot. Now, I didn't try the new ROM, the second one to come out with the working data. I haven't tried it on multi-ROM yet. I might give it a try and see if it works. If it does, I'll let you guys know. I'll post it on my Google Plus community or something like that. I'll let you guys know if it works. I just want to see if the keyboard comes up. If it does, I'll go ahead and put my stuff in. I'll pause it while I do that. Alright. We're going to say let's go. Copy your data. Alright, now I'm going to go ahead and pause this because I now have the Google keyboard. So 1 second. Alright. We're going to say connect. And it is connected and connected. Wait. Now, this is not a Wi-Fi issue with the phone. It's my my router. For some reason, my router's really screwed up lately. Okay, it's connected now. And it's checking for updates. It's going to go through the normal Google setup. We're going to go from cloud. And I'm going to pause it while I put my information in. But I just want you guys to see that's the only time I'll pause is when I'm putting my information in. So 1 second. Alright, I just put my Google information in. We're going to click agree. And it won't take long from here. We're just going to go with that one there. I'm going to run through real quick and pick ones I don't want. I like the way this is now. 3-minute battery mod does not work, guys, just so you know. Quickly, I don't want the alarm clock extreme. I run my own version of that. ES File Explorer, again, I run an old version of ES File Explorer. And of course, any Google apps, G apps, anything like that, I don't want to flash. Hangouts, because since I flashed Theme Ready, I don't want to flash them. I don't want Nova Launcher, because I'm going to flash an older version, version 3.3. And I think that's it. And we're going to go ahead and hit restore. Not now. Skip anyways. No thank you. And agree. And here we go. Now it's going to want to set up the Google Now Launcher, and it does work if you can get in a quiet enough environment. Okay, Google. Okay, Google. Okay, Google. Yeah, but it does work. You just have to be in a quiet enough environment. Trust me, it does work. We're going to say done. All set. I just want to show you guys everything's working. I'm going to go with the Pixel Launcher, always. This is what it comes flashed with. Now you're going to slowly start seeing apps added. And I want to get into Play Store quickly before it updates any of my G apps, or any of my my G apps. We're going to go to settings. No. Settings. I'm going to go auto update. And see, since I already always choose do not update apps, it's already got that in there. I didn't have to touch anything. So it's good to go. That's it. So there you have it, guys. S.i.X Rom Oreo. It is working, and working great. Again, guys, if you can get away with not worrying about Bluetooth, then you've got it. And this is exactly how you flash it. The only difference is if you guys want to flash Magisk as opposed to Super User, you can go ahead and flash it. I'm not sure about Super SU, Chainfire Super SU. I'm not sure about that. That's something you're going to have to check out. The video's been long enough. Sorry about that, guys. If you liked the video, give it a thumbs up. As always, I appreciate all of you guys. Thank you all for subscribing, and I will see you on the next one.